as we prepare for round 3 for Marnic Mann and Ketlen Souza, which is an interesting matchup to say the least. But Ketlen Souza's dominating. The Brazilian uh, taking control on the ground, 1 takedown, 240 of control. She's up 44-25 in significant strikes, 21-5 in head strikes as both fighters stare each other down heading into round 3. And if you're just joining us, we got a lot of fights to go. Stay tuned. Stick around because it only gets better. We're taking it easy here in the prelims. Some breaks, but necessary breaks. Getting into some hot topics like 301 predictions, Hamza Chimaev, Conor McGregor, Yuri Prochazka, Michael Chandler, all the big names in the news this week. And we were able to get several podcasts done over the last 2 weeks. Thanks to the break after UFC 300, which was just. If you missed that, I don't see how you could as a UFC fan. If you missed UFC 300, it was just a wild night. Just an awesome night. And I think we all needed a break. I mean, we needed a break after the Max Holloway KO of Gaethje. They could have just ended it right there. But we're rejuvenated. We're excited about the card tonight. And it only gets better in the lead up to Matthias Nicolau and a very good Alex Perez. I can't wait for that fight. Back-to-back weeks, flyweight division fights. 1 minute gone here between Mann and Souza. And Marnic Mann is just taking punches everywhere, especially to the body. And what that's doing, is it's dropping the elbows, and then you're seeing Souza go to the body and then up top. And now Marnic Mann's in a little bit of trouble here. She covers up. She's still coming forward, but her responses are getting slower and slower. Yeah. And either way, she's just in a world of trouble because Souza's doing a great job going to the body. Then the elbows drop. She goes back up top. Then she goes up top for 3 or 4. And then Marnic Mann's hands come up, and then she goes right back to the body. So Souza just dominating now, 75-32 in significant strikes. And this will be big for us because we're going to go back to 2-2 with 9 fights to go. Plenty of time to pull away in the win column. Ooh. Ooh, a Kimura here. Look at this. When Souza goes to her back, very smart decision. She's leading in this fight, so you can afford to be on your back for a second, but you got to work your way out of this if you're the Brazilian. Never put it in the judge's hands if you don't have to. Never put it in the judge's hands if you don't have to. And Marnic Mann not able to get the full mount. Souza doing a good job of keeping those knees up high. But this is big for Marnic Mann. But she shouldn't even say probably, definitely needs a finish here as Souza looks over to her corner. And I don't know if she's content to ride out these next 2 minutes on her back. But right now the key is to stay out of trouble. She's got Mann's hands tied up, 150 left on the clock. And there's just not an avenue for Marnic Mann to get the win here without a finish. I mean, she's down 37-6 in head strikes. But doing a nice job here in round 3, reversing positions, putting Souza on her back. And just maintaining top control. But she's really got to get separation. Souza now wrapping the hands and the legs around the back of Marnic Mann, kind of controlling her, not allowing her to posture up. And that's the battle right now. If Marnic Mann can't posture up and find a way to get a finish, Souza's going to roll to victory here. It may just be 29-28 instead of 30-27. Final minute. And look for a flurry here down the stretch for Marnic Mann. Her corner's yelling and screaming. You got to do something. You got to go strong. And nice move by Souza, who gets up out of it with a flying knee from her back. I mean, that's crazy. For the Brazilian back to her feet. And she's looking to take control here in the final 30 to win this thing. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, and Souza's still up 32-8 in this round and still dominating. leading by at least 9 significant strikes in every round. And Marnic Mann getting another takedown. Impressive. She got side control. And Souza's looking to spin out of it. But, you know, if you're Souza right now, just stay out of trouble. Final 10 seconds, there's a tap. And despite the control time, I still think Souza gets this round easy. I mean, you look at the striking, and that's usually what the judges go off of. Ketlen Souza is going to win this fight in dominating fashion to move to 14-4 as this fight comes to an end. This fight going down in the women's strawweight division. Both fighters got their hands up, but Souza just connecting early and often. Ended up leading 38-8 in head strikes, 79-36 in significant strikes. So one thing you can say for Marnic Mann is she had a lot more total strikes. But a lot of those coming via leg strikes, and not many of them. You know, you think about it, she had 36 significant strikes and 117 total strikes. So a lot of the punches she's throwing are not significant. So she's not going to get the win here. It's going to be an easy unanimous decision win for Ketlen Souza, women's strawweight division, UFC Vegas 91.